Alright, man, I'm making this upload because I was inspired after me and one of my favorite YouTubers got into a heated debate. Well, not a heated debate, that was the wrong choice of words. We got into a passionate debate with one another about statistics about black women having high birth rates and STDs and that sort of stuff. When I say passionate, it was just very interesting with our exchange going back and forth. We weren't cursing at each other and all that sort of stuff. See, unlike black women, black men can actually have a civil debate. We're actually civil with one another. We don't call each other names because we disagree with one another. We don't act like retarded kids throwing a tantrum in a store aisle because we can't get our way or get something we want. You know, unlike black women, black men and white men, white women, we can actually debate with one another. All right, that's how it is living in a civilized society. You debate and you battle thoughts. All right, we don't try to flag each other's videos because we have a difference of opinion. We act like grown adults. But anyway, this particular YouTuber that I was debating, he was talking about another YouTuber that's doing a podcast show. He didn't mention his name in the upload that he done or whatever, or in the commentary, but he was just saying in his opinion that this man was a black woman basher. And 95% of the time I agree with this YouTuber. This was just like a rare anomaly. This was like that rare 5% where I disagree with him, and here's where everything that I'm talking about comes into play. Now, judging everything I heard from his commentary, the guy that he was referring about or talking about in his commentary, he didn't hit me to be a black woman basher, judging everything that he said about him or described about him in his commentary. And I said, okay, men, we're logical creatures. Men use logic and common sense. All right. Now, logic and common sense would say that if 90% of snakes are poisonous and you live in an area where it's a high population of snakes, if your kids are going outside, you obviously have drills and you have scenarios that you go over to tell your kids, like, this is what you do if you come in contact with a snake or if you get bit. You're not going to tell your kid that, oh, well, you know, don't be afraid because not all snakes are poisonous. No, it's called a pattern. Alright, this is obviously done through research and science and data and statistics. Alright, obviously it's been scientists and people that work with animals that catch enough snakes, and we have enough data to know that snakes have a pattern of being poisonous. It's called using logic and common sense. Why is it that black women are the only subject matter where we have science, we have data, we have studies to show that over half, alright, like I said, basic mathematics people, basic arithmetic, anything over 50% is a majority. Why is it that black women are the only subject matter where we know for a fact, beyond a reasonable doubt, that black women fit a certain mold, yet when people debate, even the simps and the manginas and the people that defend black women, they'll throw all logic and common sense out of the window. All of a sudden it doesn't apply. Forget all the videos on YouTube. Forget all the videos on World Star Hip Hop. All that is irrelevant. And this is where me and him got into the debate where I said 53% of black women have herpes. He didn't believe that statistic. And I'm not calling him a mangina or a simp. He's not. He's made videos being objective about black women to his credit. But I'm referring to the manginas and the simps and the black women defenders, the Captain Save-A-Hoes that's trying to carry their Kool-Aid, and they don't use logic and common sense. They say, oh, well, that's just the racist white man that's trying to make black women look bad. Hold on, that has no logic and no common sense. Alright, now use your common sense for a minute. If racist white men, if their number one objective is to keep black men away from white women, why would they release that to the public? Alright, think about it for a minute. If 53% of black women have herpes, why would racist white men tell black men this information? If anything, if they were truly racist and they hated black men and they didn't want black men to be with white women, if anything, they would lower the number. Because if you tell black men that 53% of black women have herpes, that's going to promote interracial dating. That's going to do the opposite. So that makes no sense. You're not using logic. All right, so like I said, does racism still exist? Absolutely. Anybody that would argue that is an idiot. Of course racism still exists. Do African Americans and black people still face endeavors of living in a racist society? Of course. No one is arguing. I'm not arguing that. But these statistics, and like I said, in the city of Chicago, it was black women that were saying they didn't believe that so many black females had STDs in the city of Chicago. I think the number was like 60 or 70%. So they went directly out in the community. They had like mobile homes and all this other kind of stuff. And they gave, because there's a lot of people live in poverty and they can't afford health insurance or whatever. They don't have health care. So they went out into the community with these mobile labs and they give people, they test on blood pressure, hypertension. They give you condoms. They gave the girls birth control, all sorts of stuff. And they found out when they went directly in the community that the STD rate among black women was higher. Like I said, it's just, y'all remind me of like little kids in the classroom where the teacher walks in, they both clowning and they both acting up, and a kid gets busted and caught red-handed. Instead of taking responsibility, saying, you know what, you right, I'm dead to rights, I got caught and nothing I can do. Y'all like, nuh-uh, well, they do it too. I mean, it's just, you just take responsibility, all right? And I noticed something. What the positive statistics about black women, the statistics that put black women in a good light, make them look good, y'all don't say that those statistics aren't true. Why is that? How come when it's something positive about black women that makes black women look good, how come the manginas, the simps, and the people that defend them, how come y'all never say, well, nuh-uh, that's not true, not all black women are this particular way? You never say it when it's something positive. You never say it when it's something good. But then when it's something bad, that's the racist white man in the system, and these statistics have to be flawed. They have to be somehow tainted and hold on, my battery going low. They have to somehow be flawed and tainted and manipulated. Come on, man. Like I said, why is that? Somebody, I don't know, maybe y'all can answer this question, but why is it that with every subject matter in the world, if I happen to be out on the street right now and I see a crime and I was to get subpoenaed to show up in the courtroom, my word can get a man locked up and thrown in jail, if not get the death penalty for the rest of his life. Logic, common sense. You saw something. This is called data science and all that kind of stuff. This is gathering information. We do it with every other spectrum throughout life, everything. But why is it with black women? You got the science, you got the data, the evidence, the statistics. You even got videos showing them with World Star Hip Hop YouTube. We got all this stuff, yet people will still try to deny it. Why is that? Answer that question.